And that's a problem. Well, see, I want to be here. I want to be here, here, here. So, huh. See, right there looks good. Right here, not so much. Well, not that it looks bad, but we're going to fix that. We're going to find a way to dial in this light, right? Right. Right, Penny? Good girl. Okay. We're getting there. We're getting there, YouTube. Hold your horses. I'm working on it. Ugh. Still new to me. Well, let me rephrase or clarify, but rather, video lighting is new to me because I've spent the last 15 years doing portrait, fashion, headshot, and commercial photography. So now I am doing video, or learning video rather. Let me move that light out the way. Rookie mistake. Okay, so I'm doing this video for the sole purpose of checking lighting, practice with lighting. See the big old fuzzy beard? My dog's about to bark. Let's see. Let me turn on my backup camera and throw that scene and show you how focused she is. There she is. Penny? No. No barking. Good girl. Throw some fill light in on her. No barking, Penny. No. Okay. Anyway, back to... Uh-oh. Hold on. Penny? No barking. Hi. What are you doing? What are you doing? Okay. Anyway, let me get back to what I was doing, what I was saying I was doing. And that is, I'm practicing my video lighting for the sole purpose of learning, right? I mean, why else do we practice, right? So we can learn and get better at what we're doing. So this video is for me to learn my video lighting better. And here's the learning curve issue that I'm having. The issue is light intensity. With photography, I've been doing photography for 15 years. I've got it down. I know. Well, first mistake is always looking directly at my LCD. I need to stop doing that when I want to see myself, because I'm not used to seeing myself on camera, because I'm always the person behind the camera shooting. So now I'm going to start brand new and focus. Here we go. In 3, 2, 1, go. Anyway, what's up, YouTube? YouTubers, new subscribers, people who have subscribed and like my videos. Most of my videos are usually either me doing something fun or completely random. Maybe fun to you, maybe not. Fun to me, just something to do. But most of my videos are just random stuff. And as my channel grows, it's going to become more and more random. And I mean, it's all fun, right? We're not professional filmographers, I guess you would call it. Videographers? I don't know. But anyway, I'm new to video, and I'm doing this video to show my lighting setup, and I will in a second. And also, it is practice for me. For photography, I've been doing photography nearly 15 years. Done portrait photography, commercial photography, fashion photography, event photography, which I don't like doing, but you know, it depends on who I'm doing it for. I've done weddings. I've done it all. Now I do commercial or product photography. You see a lot of my work on Amazon, some work on Walmart, eBay, Shopify, what's that other one? Groupon. It's a ton of websites and just numerous individually owned websites. This is what I do. And I'm just saying that to say that I can do photography, product photography, or even portrait photography with a single light. With one light, I can do it and get it right, and I'm fully confident, 100% confident in my abilities, my capabilities with photography and one light. With video, it's new to me, so I'm trying to learn the differences with light intensity. like with one light, the proper camera shutter speed, even with low ISO, I can still get my product photography perfectly right almost every time with a single shot. But I've been doing it for 15 years, so hopefully I'm at that level. With video, it's brand new to me, so I have to learn about how the video sensor picks up light versus how photography or DSLR camera sensors pick up light. I also have to learn light intensity. I saw another YouTuber's video. I can't remember her name right now. She does makeup. Obviously, I don't. But I was just looking at that just to get lighting tips, and I saw her lighting, and it looked dynamic. It was amazing. And come to find out, she uses 5 lights in her system. Right now, I'm using 3. And matter of fact, I'll turn on my backup camera just to show you really quickly the 3 lights that I'm using. There's one right there, a backup fill light right there, and there's another right there. I know my camera rig, this is my backup camera, looks a little funny with these little eyes on here, or little LED lights. See, pretty bright. Just a little backup. Anyway, this is my backup camera. That's my main camera that you're seeing right there, which is a Panasonic VX870K. It works for me. It's pretty good. 4K camera. I'm still learning it. Still learning all this stuff. But anyway, this is one of my cheaper lights. I think it's by a company called House Tech or something. And then these are the newer NEEWER 660 LED light panels. And they're excellent. They're pretty cool. So, and while we're here, that's Penny. Let me see if I can zoom in on her, get some light. Hi, Penny. Hi. Good girl. That's Penny. She's always with me. Anyway, let me turn this backup camera off. So right now, the newer lights that I showed you on each side of me, they're at 100% intensity. All 660 LEDs are lit up. And to my eye, looking at my LCD, it doesn't seem super bright, but one YouTuber, the same lady I'm referring to, she said that sometimes your LCD panel on your camera may look overexposed, but ultimately you're going to end up being balanced properly. I don't know if that's right. I don't know if that's wrong. We'll find out as I produce this video. And my other light that I use up there is by a company called House Tech. I got it off of Amazon. I want to say I paid like maybe $30 for it, $40. It's a cheap light, and it's okay, but it's the first light that I bought, and I bought it because I'm in a learning process. Over the years, I've learned, because when I first started photography, I just bought what I considered the best or what I could afford to be the best for me, and I just bought it all in, and oftentimes there's some stuff that I don't even use, and hopefully this will help you avoid buying extra stuff that you may end up ultimately not using. So right now I'm using 3 lights. I do have another light, a 4th light, but I'm using all my tripods. Well, not all my tripods, but I don't feel like digging out anymore to make this video. So I'm just going to use 3 lights right now. And I'm hoping that the 3 lights that I have, they're in a proper position to where it gets the light under my beard and shows my crusty neck, and also fills in any shadows anywhere else on my face and on the top of my head. I know I need to shave, but hey, I just came from working out. Before I hit the shower, I just wanted to make this video real quick because I'm excited about practice. I'm excited about learning this. And if I keep looking off to my LCD, I'm sorry, it's a habit. If I take a portrait with my DSLR, I'm just looking directly at the lens. With this LCD, I have the LCD facing me so I can make sure my positioning is right. Common sense would say to turn it around so I don't focus on that, but because I'm sitting here and my camera's way over there, I'm forced to look at the LCD. Plus, I'm not used to seeing myself on camera anyway, so it's fun to me. Anyway, I'm going to focus there. Anyway, I'm using the 3 light system right now, and I'm going to pick up my Sony backup camera, and I'm going to show you the lights that I use, the light panels. And like I said, right now, I'm using everything at 100%, and the lights are fairly close to me. I'm going to put my Sony on the widest setting possible, just so you can hopefully gauge how close it is to me. And I'm going to add this additional footage in, but this light is arm distance from me, and I don't have a super duper reach. So, and this light is arm distance from me with the barn doors. I got them collapsed for the most part, trying to focus in on me. And then this House Tech is one of those fluorescent bulbs type deals. Matter of fact, I'm gonna step away from my camera. Hopefully, well, you can still hear me talking. But I'm just doing this just to show you the House Tech bulb. You see, it's one of those screw-in LCD bulbs. Hopefully, the camera is allowing you to see that. But anyway, matter of fact, 1 second while I show you some of my other equipment. Anyway, I turned off the House Tech for a hot second just to show you. See, it's one of those fluorescent bulbs. So anyway, it works good for fill light, and it is good when you're up close to things, but at a distance, I mean, it loses all intensity and strength. This is the newer, what is it, 660? And I have it at 100% and 4400 Kelvin. It's pretty much in the middle. If you look at the dials, hopefully you can see them. It's pretty much in the middle as far as the temperature reads. And that one is set exactly the same. And I have my Panasonic set. Matter of fact, let me turn my LCD around because I know what I'm doing now. Anyway, I have my Panasonic set in manual mode, and it is in manual mode so I can control how I light the scene. But for the most part, it doesn't have that much control manually as far as the iris goes and the shutter and all that, because, well, shutter speed to a degree, but its base shutter speed, at least as far as I know, I'm still learning, its base shutter speed is 60 frames a second. And that's, I guess, standard. I've heard some people say that 24 frames a second is standard. Anyway, 60 frames a second, or yeah, 60 frames a second is good. If I change it to 100, everything starts to get darker, of course, because it's faster, I suppose. I don't know. Anyway, it's a little different than photography for me. And but it's a learning curve, and it's a fun learning curve. And then in post-processing, I'm having fun with that. I'm starting to realize that is very similar to Photoshop. I know Photoshop very well, and I actually do Photoshop tutorials. So I'll put a link to that. And I'll also put a link to my photography so you can see what I mean, see the difference. And I guess to my own demise, to my own ruin, I'll show some of my earlier videos where I'm trying to light with one light, and you can see how dark and grainy it is. And also, not with a proper camera. I think this Panasonic is really good for the most part, and it does its job. So, anyway, you got to see my 3 light setup. I do have a 4th light. I don't have a ring light. I don't think I need it, especially because I don't do makeup. And other than that, I hope this is lit properly. I'm going to process this I use Adobe Premiere Elements 2019. I didn't want to go Premiere Pro CC because I'm not a pro at it, but I also use DaVinci Resolve 16. So whatever I can't do in Adobe, I do with DaVinci. So for my purposes, for my basic purposes, it's working. And as I grow, I'll get better software and move along. Anyway, just wanted to show you my lighting setup, 3 light setup for anybody who's as new as me, or who was into photography and wants to make the transition over to video. It might be a smoother transition for you. For me, I just couldn't wrap my head around it because, like I said, I've done a lot of product photography with one light, had no issues whatsoever. I mean, I know it like I know myself. But with video, trying to do things with one light, matter of fact, while we're here, I'll just show you one light really quick, just to prove a point. So I'm turning off my left and right LCD panel, and I'm only using the single House Tech light there. And I'm quite sure, I'm not looking at my LCD, but I'm quite sure it went really dark, right? So even with the second light, turn on my left panel back on. Even with 2 lights, they're both coming from the left, give you that dramatic portrait lighting. I don't know what it looks like on the LCD because I turned it away, but I'm sure it doesn't. It may or may not work, but anyway, turn on my 3rd light really quick. And I'm back in business. So I hope this looks good. I don't know if I should get closer if it looks better, or if it's blown out, or here and it looks good. So anyway, hope you like this behind the scenes look, I guess, lighting demo setup. I wouldn't necessarily call it a tutorial because I'm learning, or self-taught tutorial, self-teaching. I don't know. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed my videos, and I hope you subscribe and like and comment. And if you have some lessons for me, teach me what I need to know. I'm not averse to it. I mean, hopefully you keep the comments respectful. I'm not here to argue or go back and forth with anybody telling me I suck. I know I suck in video, but my photography, that's a different story. But pretty soon, the way I learn, the way I get focused on things, pretty soon my video is going to catch up to my photography, and then I'll hopefully be able to do some tutorials, or if not, just good quality video. Anyway, thanks again for watching, and me and Penny are about to go, well, I'm going to go take a shower, and Penny's going to probably bite me for putting her in front of the camera, but it's okay, right, Penny? All right. See you guys in the next video. I don't know what the next video is going to be. Maybe a Photoshop tutorial, or maybe something new that I discovered in video. So we'll see. All right, you guys. Thanks for watching, and until next time.